All right, everyone, we're back with another unboxing video, this time with a Beretta Model 1951 chambered in 9mm Parabellum. This, again, is a purchase from DK Firearms here in Bowling Green, Virginia. I've had a really good experience with them in the past with the Carcano Troop Special and then a Carcano Cavalry Carbine, and they turned out really well. And so, you know, we're going to open this up and see what we have. Now, of course, we've seen a recent surplus of Italian military weapons in the last couple of years. The Italian National Police were cleaning out old weapons out of the state armories and selling them surplus in U.S. markets. And, you know, there is no shortage of demand for these. And the Berettas really caught my eye. They're not the 92s or the 51s, so they're a little bit smaller. I've never handled one before, but I've always wanted one. Not always wanted one, but they look fun. I'll just say that. So anyway, and as a disclaimer, when I went to purchase this, or when I went to go pick it up from the FFL, they had to open it, of course, and like write down the serial number and do all that bull crap, have you fill out the paperwork. So I did my best to like not tamper with the packaging inside. So technically, like, I've unboxed it before, but I actually didn't try it. I told the guy I didn't want to handle it or anything, so it'd be a little bit more of a surprise. So do whatever you want with that information. Now, on DK's website, they had these pistols advertised as good to very good condition. So can't complain about that. And they had a couple different options for what you could purchase. They said they were all date marked between 1975 and 1976. I never do the hand select option just because, like, hand select option, you're paying like $50 and you might get something that is at best marginally better. I'm sure with DK, they had probably put a little bit more effort to make it a little nicer. But anyway, I didn't want to pay the extra money for that. It's like, get what I get. And I only wanted one magazine for it. There were a couple options where you could get 3 or 4 different magazines for, I think, an additional like $20 a magazine. One's fine if I want another one and get it at another point. So this was just without the hand select and with one magazine. It was $275 plus like another $25 for the shipping and the transfer. Which isn't a bad deal for, you know, for any military surplus in 2021, in my opinion. Now, this, again, $275 for something that's not CNR, technically. All the Carcanos coming from Italy and CNR, because these were marked as 1975, 1976. It's not quite 50 years old. So, if I'm doing my math right, yeah, it's not 50. Then, yeah, you can't buy these on a CNR license. So let's go ahead and take it out and see what we've got. Again, you know, FedEx overnight packaging. So first it comes in this, the actual pistol's in here. Let's go ahead and see what else is in this order. The packaging obviously is nice and tight inside of there. Then you've got the receipt. And then just a little bit of extra buffer on the bottom. Box is empty. Let's go ahead and throw that aside. Very nice packaging. Again, I think DK always does kind of a nice job with that. Okay, was not expecting that. It looks like they gave me two. They gave me 2 magazines. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. And then, so again, 9mm. Interesting. Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, they gave me 2 magazines, so nice little gift there. I don't know. Okay, here we are. First thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to open the slide and just make sure that it's empty. And it is empty. We'll just make sure the hammer's up. Okay, we're getting a first look at the Model 1951 Beretta. Nice, black and sleek. Get a good look on that from across. Again, this is not the model, the later model 91s. If you can see that. Get a side view. There we go. A little bit better lighting for you guys. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. The old Italian Berettas. Just a nice, sleek looking pistol. Look at that. Just get it all around. Up and down. this little loop where you can just put a chain to connect to your shirt or pocket. Beautiful, beautiful little pistol. Okay, so, these weren't actually, interestingly enough, they were not used by the Italian Army, but rather they were issued to the Italian Navy, from what I understand, the National Police, other Italian police forces. I'm not entirely sure how that's all structured or how it was structured back in the 70s. I think the Army was still using the Beretta model 1934 until the Beretta 92 came out. I believe the United States military also used the Beretta 92 for a long time, but this is the father of the Beretta 92, which I think modern consumers are a little bit more familiar with today. They said that some of these would come with some like beat up grips here, just because they're these plastic grips. And they said that some of them would come with like the Beretta symbol on the side. This one obviously does not, at least on the pistol grip. That's not a big deal. I don't really care about that. It says pistol Beretta 9mm Parabellum. This looks like this is the import stamp, Gordon, Vermont, 1976. Gordon VT, I'm guessing that's Vermont, not like an Italian mark. So for the sights, they've got the front blade with rear notched. If you guys can get a little bit of, then it just sits nicely in there. If you can, yeah, there we go. So it's 8-round magazine, and this is single stacked, of course. Single stacked mags. I believe the barrel length is 8 inches in total, I think the whole gun, the whole pistol is 8 inches in length and about 4.5 inches of barrel length. We already went over the grips a little bit. In the DK Firearms website, they said that these were upgraded alloy frames. I guess they started to upgrade their Beretta pistols right before they introduced the Beretta 92. I'm not sure how that affects the fire, or I'm not sure how that affects the function of the rifle or of the pistol. Sorry, I'm used to saying rifle. Or if it just increases the integrity of the pistol. But this is, of course, single action and single action. And then it's got a cross bolt safety here. There we go. Very nice. It is a little awkward feeling, I suppose. Oh, safety's on. Okay, so the safety works. I like that trigger. I believe the 92s have there's no gap in between here. Sorry, there is a gap, I think, on the 92s, but I kind of like the full trigger feel, and the trigger feel doesn't even feel that long. I guess I'll get a better feel for it when I actually go out. And it also, the website claims that the locking blocks are also updated, because I know some of the, I guess these 51s have a reputation of the locking blocks breaking on them. And they said, okay, these are updated ones, so they have a little bit more durability and a little bit more, they're a little bit newer. So anyway, now let's just, yep, it looks pretty clean in there. Go ahead and take a look at the barrel inside and see what the rifling is like. But anyway, yeah, these have a great feel to them. I mean, they're nice, they're compact. I think they're a little bit smaller than the 92s, which I do want a 92 at some point. Let's actually just hold this back here so you guys can have a look at this. Just a nice, solid, solid looking pistol. I think after this I'll take it apart, of course, just to inspect the insides, just make sure everything's working, everything's functional. And of course, these aren't exactly military surplus in the traditional sense that we're used to. I mean, they're certainly old pistols, and it's a cool gun that has a nice feel to it, and you can, I mean, you really can't beat the price for something like this in 2021. Anyway, guys, when I take this out to the range, I'll let you know. Well, you'll obviously know how it shoots and how accurate it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and check the barrel real quick just to make sure, let you get an idea what condition these 51s are in. Okay, first time we're looking at the barrel, you know, it looks kind of grimy and nasty in there and almost a little bit pitted. But actually, most of that is just like, crap that's stuck in there. So let's go ahead and clean it out, and I'm sure we'll have a nice shiny barrel. All right, we're back. I put a couple swabs of, put some Ballistol oil on a couple rags, put them down the barrel of this pistol, and let's check out, let's see how strong the rifling is in there. Yeah, like I said, most of that was just dirt, grime, all the crap that, you know, is going to sit in there for 50 odd years, right? Or, well, 1976, this would be, you know, 40 odd years, still a healthy number. But yeah, you've got some good, strong rifling in there. I have, you know, no doubt that this is going to be a very excellent pistol. Like I said, these aren't that old, and especially when the you know, the Italian police or whoever ended up with this pistol was, they obviously took good care of it. You know, if it's sitting in an armory, they're going to clean them out, you know, every couple of years or so and give everything kind of a good thorough cleaning. Man, these are just, I mean, they're very elegant guns. That's someone that's actually never shot this before, but just looking at it, it's so sleek. It just gives off some very like 1970s James Bond vibes. But yeah, I love the frame on this, just the way the slide comes back. Definitely going to get some footage of that in high speed. But yeah, just a nice little gun. But anyway, guys, one other thing to do is I'm just going to check the magazines here just to make sure they actually do go in. Cool. Yeah, fits in. Mag release is down here. And then here's an extended one. So I think this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this would be the 8. That's the 7. Okay. Yeah, and of course it has the little prolong thing at the bottom of the magazine here, so you can fit your whole hand in here. But very nice. The mag release is kind of weird, it being like this low, so you kind of have to like dip down to do that. And comes out easy enough. But anyway, that is a nice gun. Model 1951. Shout out to DK Firearms for the extra magazine. Can't complain about that. Like I said, I mean, even if I end up hating this thing, take it to the range, I know I'm like, oh, this is such an elegant gun. It's so nice. And I end up taking it to the range, and it's actually a piece of crap. You know, $250, $65 plus 2 magazines. I know everyone talks about like milsurps going up in prices, and then people like gouge pricing these guns. You know, if I sit on this for 5-10 years, probably get my investment. Not that I'm gonna do that. This is for my enjoyment and my collectability or whatever. But anyway, this is the DK or the Beretta model 1951 from DK Firearms. Unboxing. Let me know what you guys think of this. If some of you anyone else out there has also acquired one of these from DK and has taken it out to range, let me know what you think. I'm interested to hear your experience. Like I said, I plan on going out in a couple weeks and shooting off a couple rounds and seeing how accurate she is, how she feels. But I'm pretty excited. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe and throw it a like. All right, have a good night, guys.